This is not what I planned to use this YouTube channel for, but it kind of come across my mind here not too long, a couple days ago actually, and so I thought I would try it. This is not, disclaimer here, this is not a scientific, or should I say, this is not scientifically recognized what we're doing here. However, there is an accredited college course for this, which is called reverse speech. Look in the notes below the video there, in the comments below the video that I posted. It'll give you a link to the guy who really founded this, and it's a lot more explained. You can see a lot more examples. I'm going to use one here. It's non-sports before I go to the Shanahan reverse speech, which I found. Basically, reverse speech is just statements made by people forwards. If you play them backwards, at times you will get recognizable speech, which almost always has something to do with what the subject is saying forward. That's just a brief overview of it. Like I say, you go to www.reversespeech.com and you can read up on it. And I'm not saying this is, you know, scientific, as I said before, but this is interesting, as we'll get into it with Mike Shanahan here shortly. But I'm just going to give you one non-sports example of reverse speech. And this is probably the most widely heard and famous reversal. What you're going to hear right now is Neil Armstrong as he makes his first steps on the moon.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Okay, so we now take that clip and reverse it, and what you get Neil Armstrong saying in reverse is, "Man will spacewalk." Take a listen.
Never let it fall. Never let it fall. Never let it fall.
Okay, so that just gives you an example. Again, a disclaimer, this is not a scientific method of doing anything. It hadn't been recognized by science or anything like that, and I'm just kind of doing it for fun. I know some of you are rolling your eyes back in your head, but it's just a fun little thing. And interesting to listen to when you're during this time where we've pretty much lost our quarterback for next season, I think. I don't think he'll be back, but we'll see. Anyway, we'll go to some of Shanahan's news conferences and listen to some things. Let me just give you an example that's not RGIII related. This first clip I'm going to play for you is from the, let's see, the press conference the day after the loss to Seattle. Shanahan's been asked a question about the turf on the field.
So would you be opposed to going to turf as long as you're here?
You know, I would talk about it. But I do like natural grass. I know in Denver they had that where you suck it out of the end zone. We have that here, but for some reason it's just not working as well. Anyway, we'll try to address that for next year.
So when we take a portion of that clip and reverse it, you hear Shanahan say "Redskin mud," M-U-D, red.
Redskin mud, redskin mud, redskin mud.
Okay, that's pretty much what we're doing here, just listening to those, and fun little thing to do. And whether there's anything to it or not, who knows. But let's get on now to the RGIII knee situation, and then we'll get a couple more, one or two more in for this trip. Alright, the first clip we're going to do here is from the December 31st news conference after the win over the Cowboys. I almost said something else, but win over the Cowboys. And Shanahan has been asked the question about RG3's knee. It's about a 5-second clip here, which is the clip that we're part of the clip that we're interested in here. So here it is. By the way, this is the forward part of the clip. The forward part of the clip.
It's a little bit, I think it bothers him just a hair.
Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Shanahan says, yeah, it just bothers him. The knee bothers him just a hair. But when you reverse that, the reversal says, that's bullshit. So, this, it's funny. Listen to it here.
That bullshit. That bullshit. That bullshit.
All right. This next clip, we're going to move up now to the press conference on the 7th of January, the day after the loss to Seattle. And here is Shanahan explaining, I believe it's like what his protocol for finding out if RG3 is all right or not with Dr. Andrews. About a 15-second clip here to give you an idea of what he's talking about.
And he comes off and he starts running around. I asked him the same question. And when Robert starts running around, I'm looking at Kirk being in the ball game. When Robert runs back on the field, I look over to Dr. Andrews.
All right, so with this clip here, when we were take a section of this clip out during this particular sentence he's saying, and reverse it, he says, better work the lie.
Better walk the lap, better walk the lap, better walk the lap.
Okay, this is from the same press conference now, and he's asked a question, about 15-second clip here. He's asked the question if he had talked to Dr. Andrews, or any doctor actually, I guess.
So at that point, you didn't speak to the doctors that had evaluated him, or did he not get evaluated?
I had not talked to the doctors at that time. Asked him how he was doing. But the doctors, every time he comes off and he gets retaped, they do talk to him.
Shanahan likes the BS word a lot, and although he doesn't say it fully in this clip, he says, BS, you're sneaking. I originally thought he was saying BS, you're sneaky, but after re-listening to it, you can hear the ing, the ing at the end. So he's speaking to the reporter, and in reverse he says, BS, you're sneaking.
Yes, you're sneaking. Yes, you're sneaking. Yes, you're sneaking.
All right, the last one I have right now is from the beginning of the news conference. This is Shanahan telling the reporters what the plan is for RG3. to be examined the next day, which was Tuesday the 8th, when he was going to fly down to Atlanta and see Dr. Andrews.
Robert will fly down tomorrow to see Dr. Andrews. He's going to have some more tests and a physical exam.
All right, so we reversed that, and it's right at the very beginning where he says Robert will fly down to Atlanta and visit Dr. Andrews. In that particular clip there, we reversed that. Shanahan says, "It's all over." What that means, I have no clue. But just listen to it and judge for yourself.
It's all over, it's all over, it's all over.
Okay, so that covers the RGIII knee situation at this time. I am going to go back to where he originally injured the knee in the Baltimore game, get those press conferences from Shanahan. Also, we'll be getting RG3's press conferences and reversing them and see if there's anything in them. It's interesting to listen to. A lot of controversy involving this, what Shanahan knew and didn't know, and, you know, Dr. Andrews. So this is not exactly what like I said, it's not exactly what I had planned for my channel. I was going to post some Redskin clips and things like that, videos, and, you know, transpose the radio broadcasts onto the video, but the NFL didn't like that too well, and I received a strike on YouTube. So at this time, I'm going to just do this for a little bit. I do have video of the 72 Super Bowl, and I have some of the original radio broadcasts from 72, which I'm going to put over those when I get the time, and I think I might be able to get away with those, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, hope you all don't mind, and I'm doing something like this, and just keep a watch out for other things on the Redskin channel, and we will talk to you later. Hail to the Redskins.